nothing's automatic. You look at these problems we have, and they're complex. They can be overwhelming. You look at the charge sheet, and you're like, dear God, what are we going to do with this? Where there's a confession, there's DNA, there is forensic evidence, there's all sorts of stuff, and you're like, how am I going to do this? And I know, I hate Legos. Can I put it out there? I hate Legos. They drive me crazy. I step on them. I've got 3 kids. If I can take all of the Legos in my house and put them in the garbage can when my kids aren't looking, I would. Sorry, kids. But you look at these box sets, right? You look at it, maybe it's the Death Star you're trying to build, or maybe you're building the USS Nimitz, and you're like, how am I going to build this? But Lego does an amazing thing. They pre-package all of the Legos in these little pods, these little packs. Like one pack will be the carrier deck, another part will be the planes, and they have all these little instructions, right? And so a trial is very similar. You got to take it piece by piece, and you got to know how to do it. You got to know which order it goes in. And when you build these Lego sets, and if parents you're out there, you've built them, you're a better man or woman than I am. But you take these sets apart and you look at these instructions. You build one little module. Then you build the next module. Then you build the next module, and 6 hours and 9 martinis later, I mean, you've got all of this stuff built. Then you start putting it together, and all of a sudden the Death Star takes shape. The USS Nimitz, or whatever you're building, starts to take shape. And you're like, how did I build this? And all of a sudden what you see then is you do it in small chunks. You do it in pieces. And a trial is the same way. When you look at all these scattered Legos or these pieces all over the ground, you're like, how am I going to turn this into whatever I'm going to build? You've got to know the series and you've got to do it in sequences. And so we do the same things in trials. It's one module maybe doing the investigation, another module maybe interviewing all the witnesses, another one is drafting the right motions, another module is putting the cross-examinations together, one's picking the jury. And you do all of these in steps. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And if you know the sequence of how to do this, it can be done. But a lot of the clients don't see this. They don't see all of the work, and how, you have to know how to do it. And if you're a brand new lawyer, or if you really don't have that instruction set, or if you're a client and you're looking at a 20,000 piece Lego set, I have no idea how many pieces they are, maybe 1,000, however many they are, I hate these things. But if you dump them all over the ground, you're never gonna be able to build it. And so it's doing things sequenced, doing things in order, and having the know-how, and you can complete these monumental tasks by breaking them down and having the proper know-how and how to do it. That's how you can win a trial. That's how you can accomplish massive tasks by not getting overwhelmed by them and doing them piece by piece and in sequence. And I'm going to mention again, I do not like Legos.